Hey all. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Lily, you haven't uploaded in like 2 weeks. I know. I had something happen and I haven't really felt up for uploading. So, and then the week after that, I went to youth camp for my church, and so I couldn't really upload. So, basically, I'm here uploading now. This week's video is gonna be fun, but first, I need to clean my very, very messy room. It's really, really bad. Whenever summer rolls around, I always I don't know why, but my room just starts to get messy and it stresses me out. So I'm just gonna kind of clean up a little bit. So yeah, I'll be right back before I do that. So basically, what I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna kind of clean the ground up, and then I'm going to go in and clean my desk right there because I don't know if you can see, it's very, very messy. But once I kind of clean my floor up a little bit, I'm gonna fold my laundry, just throw away trash, declutter. And obviously I'm gonna listen to a podcast while I do it or something. Okay, so I'm mostly done with cleaning my floor. It looks a lot better. And then I finished, hold on, I just have to flip my camera around. So basically, I've pretty much finished with my desk area, but now I need to finish with this. I did a lot on my floor. My floor looks more clean. I just have to do my laundry and then try to pick up this corner and then make my bed too, because my bed's messy. But also at the same time, what is the point of making my bed if I'm just gonna sleep in it within the next 5 to 6 hours? There's none. That's a thing. So I don't know, but I gotta fold my laundry and I'll be right back. Down to the point of today's video. I am making a hexagon quilt. Is you make a bunch of little hexagons and then you just sew the edges together. It's not that simple. But it's also, okay, it's not that simple, but it's not that difficult at all. I did all these hexagons in a few hours. I think it was 4 hours. And I also made these almost hexagons. I'll show you how, I'll actually show you how to make the hexagons right here. I am using this plate and I'm literally tracing a circle onto fabric and I'm cutting it out. So I've been a big fan of Makara Tours for a long time. I always watched her videos and I absolutely loved them. She's just so insanely talented and she's so funny too. I just love how goofy her videos are. Basically, I saw her sewing and I was like, I think I want to try to take this up as a little hobby. And it's always kind of been on and off because school, it's hard to balance school and then the hobby, and then I'm getting a job soon and stuff. So it's hard to balance all that. But I got my first sewing machine I think 2 years ago when I was 14 and I'm 60 now. So I've been sewing for 2 years. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. So this is the first quilt I've ever made, and I've tried making clothing and I just don't love the way that they fit. So I think going back to the beginning and the basics is just gonna help me relearn stuff that I forgot over the 2 years. So hopefully I think that'll happen. So it's always just been a little hobby of mine, and so I think going back to the beginning and relearning the basics of what I forgot will help me get better at in the future achieving what I want to be able to make. So basically that's what I'm doing. I'm making a hexagon quilt, and you don't have to have a sewing machine to do this project. You can hand sew it all yourself. What I'm doing is I'm using this 8-inch template, putting it just down on fabric, tracing it, cutting it out. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit more difficult than what I thought it was, because I was gonna position my tripod to where it angles my phone down and you can see the floor. But it's just not working because I have a tripod that's supposed to hold a camera, not a phone. And it's kind of just finagled on there. So I'm going to try my best to show you from here, and I'll see what I can do. It's also going to kind of make the rest of this process difficult, but I think it'll be okay. Well, I'm not very good at explaining how to do things, so I'm going to try to do this the best way that I can. You have your circle. You have your circle, right? You fold it into quarters. And honestly, you can, okay, you know what, hold on. You sew it to where you barely, just barely nick the corner. And this will be the center of the circle, okay? And then that's when you open it. You can see it's there. This is where things are gonna get really, really difficult to show you. So you see the little, let's do this one actually. It's more like easier to see. So you see this little crease? You prick the end of it and you pull it down to where this little thing is at the center. You see? And then basically, hold on, let me secure it. So you have this little line. You like crease it. You push it down as hard, not as hard as you can, but like you make sure that it's there, and then you see this little corner. You stick your needle through that one. Hold on, let me get farther down. There you go. Stick your needle through that. You pull it and you make sure that this goes back down to the center again. Okay. Pull it down the string until it hits the center. Okay. So it'll be like up here. You just have to like push it until that's at the center, and you just keep doing that over and over again. Just do that. There you go. See? Pretty simple. It's pretty easy. It's really not that difficult, and once you get into like a habit of like doing it, it kind of just becomes like, well, second nature. Like your body just kind of like does it. So, and then once you get to the end here, pull this down, go like that. Oh yeah. See how it's farther down on the string? You just push it down. And then you'll get to this one. So some of your guys' corners might be wonky. I know a few of my hexagons were like that. Basically what I do is, like it has like a flat corner, but I just meet where the two folds overlap in the center, and I just push my pin through. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. And then pull it through. And then boom, you have your first hexagon. And this is my best one because of the camera that I had to like show you, but it's pretty good. And then basically what you do to tie it off, see like this, see the center? You push the pin through the center and watch your thumb on the other side because you might poke it. You leave a loop like that. Then you swing you go back through and you push it through. Well, and then you pull that one tight while still leaving that loop open. And then you just tie the knot. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. You have your hexagon. And then basically what I do is I just kind of go through and I iron them down. But I'm literally just going to do this a bunch more times. And I'm trying to make a 6x5 quilt. And I did the math. And hold on, I forgot to tell you guys how many. Yeah, so these should be about, my phone storage is full. So, well, was full. So we gotta like kind of, this is probably gonna be a short video because I don't know how much storage I have left. Basically, you just tie it and the side should be about 2 to 2.5 inches. It really does vary. Like on some of these, they're more towards like 3. So, but basically 8-inch circles. Do what I just did. And your hexagon, and I'm just gonna do that a bunch more times, okay? And I'll probably do like a little tiny time lapse video of it, but I'll get back with you guys. Look how pretty the sunset was tonight. It's so gorgeous. I finished with a good chunk of these, like, what are they called? Hexagons. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate them out with like the pattern or like the different kind of fabric that they use, and I'm literally just gonna grab I'm literally making it just like a random order. But basically what we're just gonna do is we're gonna take 2 of these, put the cute sides together, try to match up a side that is like the sides that are like pretty close lengths. Like, see that, like how they're like kind of there, and we're just gonna do a whip stitch. So it's like basically the stitch you just kind of like pull through, and then it goes like around. Sorry guys, I'm not a professional vlogger, and it's late at night, and for some reason the camera quality is always worse late at night. So you literally just go around and around. Yeah. You get all the way to the end, and it'll, you know, let me just show you when it gets to the end. Okay, so this is what it looks like at the edges, and then this is what it looks like on this side, and then the side, this is the side that you would like put, like to like cover you, like that would be out. So it's like, I just feel, but I feel like honestly I even like it more when it's like this, because it gives it very much like a homemade vibe. Like, I put my time and my effort into making this quilt. You know, I really feel like a teenager, or like a 80-year-old trapped in a teenager's body. Because what do you mean my hobby is quilting? Like, what is that even? I don't know. But it's fun and I love it. So far, the process has been very actually relaxing. Usually when I sew, I get kind of like stressed and pumped up. This has been very relaxing and very calming, and I love it. So I'll get an update with you guys tomorrow. I'm literally gonna sit in my bed, and I'm literally just gonna sew patches together while watching YouTube for, I don't know, however many hours I feel like it. But tomorrow I am hanging out with a friend. We're having a sleepover, so I don't know if I'm gonna be sewing a whole lot tomorrow, but I'll try to. Bailey, swim. Can you swim?
She like purposely rolled on her back to do it.
Can you swim? No? You don't want to swim?
You don't want to swim? Okay, fine, leave.
Okay guys, I gotta make this quick. I don't know how much storage I have left on my phone, but I'm on my 3rd row of the quilt. I have a feeling this is gonna take me probably a few weeks. I've been a little bit busy lately. I also think that this is gonna be like a part 2, part 3 video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and go follow my TikTok at Lily Woodward. I'll put it up on the screen. And I gotta get out of here, but I love you guys so much.